Hello, hello, hello. How do you do? I'm glad to be with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. It's another wonderful opportunity to come before you today on the Grace Impact Radio, where world music and entertainment lives. My name is Charles Eze. You are welcome to Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI coach. It's a great day. What's the weather like at your end? What's it like? What's going on at your end? I wouldn't mind if you share with me in the comment section. And also, I welcome everyone joining me on the Grace Impact Radio Mixer app. I welcome those joining from Facebook and those joining me from the YouTube channel, from my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. I appreciate every one of you. Please, if you can, put it in the comment section. Tell me where you are viewing from or where you are listening from. I appreciate to read that from you. It's always a great opportunity to be here because I want to thank you first of all. You, my listener, you, my viewer, you are the reason why I am here. I appreciate you. I thank you for sparing out time, and I promise I'm not going to waste your time. Of course, you know how we have always dished it out here. Now, those joining for the first time, I welcome every one of you. I appreciate you for making out time to be with us on this Grace Impact Radio, where we dish out things that transforms life, transform destiny, transform your business, transform your spiritual, physical, emotional, every part of your life. We dish it out here hot and spicy. Grace Impact Radio is here for you. So don't touch that dial. Welcome once again. And those joining me on Facebook and YouTube, please share the link. That also includes the link you have, the Mixer app link which you have. Please share the link. Let's invite others to come and enjoy what we are gaining from this platform. Let's enjoy together. Let's be a blessing wholesale. That's my mantra for success. Let's be a blessing wholesale. Let's affect other people's lives together. It promises to be a splendid time. It promises to be wonderful time. And those who don't know me, my name is Charles Eze. What I do basically is helping you make money from what you do, teaching you how you can maximize the three M's of money: making money, managing money, and multiplying money. And I also teach you how to grow your business on the online space, the digital space, how you can be a sales magnet, how you can be a business magnet, how you can identify your audience, how to save between futures and benefits, a whole lot. That's what I do. I help people grow their money. I help people grow their influence. All right. So today we're going to continue on the reviewing of our book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Adventure. You are joining us for the first time and you missed out on other chapters which we reviewed. You can find them on my YouTube page, on my YouTube handle, or rather, is it handle? Which one again? Is it handle or channel? Yes, channel. Sometimes this things just boom, just fly out of our mind. So you can find it on my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. That's my YouTube channel. So you can see when you get there, you'll see from chapter 1 to chapter 13, which we have reviewed. It's been amazing. And today we are reviewing the 13th principle. One of the things Napoleon Hill shared in this book, or rather, the summary of this book is the fact that there are 13 life transforming principles. There are 13 nuggets, 13 money making nuggets that if you put these principles to work, it will transform everything you do. It will transform your business. It will transform your life, your spiritual life, your physical life, your financial life, marital life, excuse me, relationship life, every aspect of your life. I just remember that I haven't even shared the video myself. So I want to share it right now. And if you haven't shared, please do. Okay, let's invite others to join us. So these 13 principles changes everything we know about money. These 13 principles teaches us how to be money magnets. These 13 principles teaches us how to live a fulfilled life. I've said it repeatedly that if to gain the best out of this book, to get the creme de la creme of this book, read a chapter a week. And that one chapter, you can read it 3 times. It depends on your speed at which you read. If you're a slow reader, you can finish, you can just stick to reading one chapter a week. If you're a fast reader, you can read it 3 times, okay? But the fact is that when you read it 3 times, at the end of, by the time you get to the last part of the book, you would have finished the book 3 times, okay? You would have finished the book 3 times. It's been an amazing journey. Today we are reviewing chapter 14, which is the 13th principle, 13 steps to getting riches, 13 steps to accumulating wealth. And today's principle talks about the 6th sense. The 6th sense, that's what Napoleon Hill called it. The door to the temple of wisdom. Whoa, the door to the temple of wisdom. You know, the 6th sense, or the 6th sense, I beg your pardon, is that portion of the subconscious mind, which has been referred as the creative imagination. That's your creative imagination. That's the point where things you never imagined pops out. And it has also been referred to as the receiving set through which ideas, plans, and thoughts flash into the mind. The flashes are sometimes called the hunches or inspirations. You know, sometimes you say, oh, I was inspired. The truth is, this 6th sense is the Spirit of God in you. That's it. That's the 6th sense. The Spirit of God in man is the candle of the Almighty that illuminates the dark areas of your life. That's the 6th sense. It's a mixture of mental and spiritual. You know, it's the point at which the human mind contacts the mind of God. That's what the 6th sense is. I keep calling it the 6th sense. The 6th sense. The 6th sense is extraordinarily powerful. If you have fear of poverty, look, your 6th sense will stop you from creating wealth. That's why sometimes you hear, oh, what I fear most has come upon me. Sometimes you hear, we say the things you think about most, you attract. What you think most is what you attract. Now, that thing you are thinking most is coming from your 6th sense. So if you focus on poverty, you keep attracting poverty. If you focus on challenges, challenges will keep coming your way. Let me share an example. You want to buy a car, and you want to buy Range Rover Evoque. Is that the latest Range Rover? Is it? Please put it in the comment section. I think I'm out of touch on this. If you know the latest Range Rover, please let me know in the comment section. So you want to buy Range Rover Evoque, and you are thinking of that Range Rover Evoque. You are thinking of buying the red color, the fire red color. What's going to happen is this. As you move out of your house, you're moving on the street, you're going somewhere, you start seeing the Range Rover Evoque. You start seeing it everywhere you go. And you begin to wonder, Wow, so where has all these cars been? I've not been seeing it. You know why? Because your subconscious mind is already focusing on that car. So everything around you will speak in line with attracting that Range Rover Evoque. That's how powerful the sixth sense is. The only car the sixth sense will be sending across your way will be Range Rover Evoque, the latest model, and the fire red. It might not be fire, you can still see different colors, but that model of car, you start seeing different models of Range Rover. You see the old model, you see the new model, you see the mid model. So your mind will start doing what is called comparison. Comparing. Oh, should I go for this model? Should I go for that model? Oh, I would have taken this one. I think I need to go back to my plan and change this. You know why? Your sixth sense is at work. It is extraordinarily powerful. The sixth sense is so strong that it acts like a magnet that attracts metal. Anyone who has experienced near accident will understand what I'm talking about. He knows on that occasion when the sixth sense often comes in as a rescue. It's just within split second you have avoided the accident. I begin to ask yourself, how did it happen? How did I get the idea to navigate through this? How did I get the idea to get out of this? And we say, now God, Lord, I thank you. God is communicating with your spirit man. God speaks to your spirit man. Sometimes we have this premonition. And we say, maybe you want to go somewhere and you just have this feeling of negativity that you shouldn't go to that place, and you decide to listen to your spirit. At the end of the day, maybe much later that day, another day or another time, you will get to hear something bad happened at that particular place, at that particular time you were meant to be there. It's your sixth sense. It's another word for the sixth sense. Napoleon Hill called it the sixth sense, but it's simply the Holy Spirit. It's the Spirit of God that communicates with your spirit. It's the sixth sense. It's that Spirit of God in you that tells you, speaks to you. And when you train your spirit man to hear and take action, you will hear more. When you train your spirit man to listen, to sieve between the real content and the chaff, you will hear more. Napoleon Hill confesses that he has experienced the sixth sense. For him, he called it a miracle, as he doesn't understand the mechanics behind it. He doesn't understand how it happened. All he knew was that the sixth sense came to his rescue. So he called it a miracle. He says, look, this is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Now, nearly all the great leaders around the world understand and probably made use of the sixth sense almost on continuous basis. The major portion of their greatness consisted of their knowledge of this principle, the principle of the sixth sense. A typical example is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is a man who assessed inspiration through the sixth sense. Thomas Edison said he has learned 10,000 ways not to produce an incandescent lamp. I mean, someone who has developed a very thick skin to failure. That man is something else. You can imagine failing 10,000 times. You do the same thing, you fail. You do the same thing, you fail. You do the same thing. Man, that man is extraordinary. So Napoleon Hill said in this book that Thomas Edison is one person who have experienced the sixth sense in an extraordinary way. Now, you must master you must master other chapters. You must master other principles, principle 1 to 12, before you can assimilate, understand, and apply the 13th principle. I'll say that again. You must master other chapters, other principles, principles 1 to 12, before you can properly assimilate, understand, comprehend. Can someone borrow me another adjective? Comprehend and apply this 13th principle. Everything is interwoven. Everything in this book interwoven. Napoleon Hill started with the power of thoughts. The power of thoughts, by which the things we think about most times is what we attract in our life. And he went to the power of desire. That's the starting point for all achievement starts with a desire. You must have that burning desire in you. Success is not just about thinking it. You know, there was something I said last week. I said motivational speakers will tell you, think it. If you think it, you believe it, you can do it. No, it doesn't happen that way. And I established the fact that I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an inspiration agent. Okay. I sow the seeds of inspiration in you. And all you need to do is to water that seed simply by taking action. Taking action on what you have heard. If you want to lose weight and you don't take action, you will not lose weight. If you keep eating badly, you keep consuming calories, you don't eat healthy, you don't exercise, you will not lose weight. There is a place called action. You must put action to work before these principles will work for you. So he said that the starting point of every success, every great achievement starts with what? A burning desire. Then the third principle, he talked about faith. You must have unwavering faith. You must have unwavering faith in what you want to achieve. Okay? And he also talked about the principle of autosuggestion, the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. The principle of autosuggestion simply means you need to give the subconscious mind something to work with. You must give it a plan. And after giving it a plan, that plan, you must read it out to yourself. Then you must also state on the plan what you are going to do in return to achieving that success which you desire. That amount of money which you want to earn, there must be a price. You must pay a price. Nothing comes for nothing. You must pay a price to achieving that success. Then you must read it out to yourself every night. Before you go to bed, you read out your plan to yourself. You review your plan. You are feeding your subconscious mind. You are telling your subconscious mind, this is what I want you to focus on. You must put that plan in a place where you see it often, as a cue card or a post-it, whatever you call it. Then you take action. Okay, then he talked about the specialized knowledge. The specialized knowledge is where you need to learn skills. It's not about getting general education. Education is good. I'm talking about the formal education, because there are different types of education. You learn in different ways. There's street smart education. There's the education in the four walls of classroom. So Napoleon Hill said in this book, if you are depending only on the education from the four walls of classroom, then you are a failure. That's what he said. Adding flesh to it, or putting life around it, it means irrespective of what you studied in school, you need to learn skills. We live in performance society right now. Society where you are rated more by the problems you solve than the certificates you have. We live in a society where it is more of certificate than certificate. Did you get that? It is more of certificate than certificate. Certificate means you know it. They can't beat it out of you with a baseball bat. It's been inscribed in your mind, on the tablets of your heart. At the snap of your finger, you call it up. It's certificate. Once you sabiam, you don't sabiam. So certificate is better than certificate. Yes, you need the certificate, but before the certificate, you need the certificate. All right. So he said you need specialized knowledge. Then the fifth principle is the principle of imagination. You must put your imagination to work. Imagination is a compound word, image and nation. See, nobody charges you to imagine things. You're not going to pay anybody any money for imagining. But don't imagine vain things. Don't stay awake all night imagining vain things. Imagine the things that are productive. Imagine the things that will move your life forward. Imagine the things that will transform destinies, that will solve problems and put more money in your pockets. Those are the things you need to imagine. You need to put your imagination to work. Napoleon Hill says that imagination is the workshop of the mind. You know, I tell people that our mind is a workshop, is a factory rather, where the fabrics of our lives are manufactured. That's the power of imagination. Then the sixth principle, he called it the organized planning, the crystallization of desire into action. That is the point at which you need to take action. That is the point at which where the rubber meets the road. Let me speak like my big daddy. It's the crystallization point. It's the point where vapor is converted into water. It's the point where it's called there are the invincible. Is the point where the invisible is converted into the visible. That's the principle of organized planning. Planning how you need to work your things out. Planning your life. You know, I'm just trying to summarize all the principles so we can understand this sixth sense. Are you with me? Are you getting what I'm saying? By the way, have you shared this link? Have you shared the link which you have, the YouTube link, the Facebook link, the Mixer app link? If you haven't shared it, please do. Share this link with your friends. Share it in different groups you belong, as long as you have the right to share it in that WhatsApp group. Please share. Send to your contacts privately. Invite them to join. Invite them to learn, to gain from what you are also learning right now. All right? Then the seventh principle is the principle of decision. Aha. You must come to the point where you take decisions. You call it the mastery of procrastination. You must be able to deal with procrastination. Procrastination is the thief of time. Procrastination steals your seeds from you. Procrastination steals your wealth from you. Okay, I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. I think I need to record this video today. Okay, I'll do it later in the afternoon. And when that later in the afternoon comes, you are like, oh, I'm so busy right now. Okay. I'll do it tomorrow. In fact, let me note it down on my to-do list. And when that tomorrow comes, you keep pushing it. You must learn to take quality decisions. You must learn to take quality decisions and take that decision timely. Timely. It's all about prioritizing your needs. It's all about differentiating between your needs and your wants. When I'm thirsty, I have the opportunity to either drink a carbonated drink or water. But looking at the health implications, I should go for water and not carbonated drinks. And when you take carbonated drinks, sooner than you know it, you become thirsty again. But taking water will give you better opportunity to quench that thirst and also make you live healthy. You're getting value, right? Okay, so you must be able to deal with procrastination. Then the eighth principle is persistence, the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. You must learn how to be persistent. You must learn how not to give up at the slight of every challenge. Then the ninth principle is the power of mastermind. You must have a mastermind. You don't just move on your own. You must have people this man, John C. Maxwell, call it the inner circle. You must have your inner circle. You must have those you share your deep thoughts with. You share the truth that will give you undiluted answers, that will not give you sugar-coated answers. Okay. Then the 10th principle is the mastery of sex transmutation. And he said that the power of sex can help you create things out of nothing. Now, at that moment, when you have that high sexual urge, he said, instead of going for that few minutes pleasure, you should transform that energy into creating something. And it works. It works. Okay. Then the 11th principle or the 11th strategy is the subconscious mind, which is the connecting link. You must feed your subconscious mind rightly. Then the 12th principle is the brain, which is the broadcasting and receiving station of the thoughts. The brain is the broadcasting station of the thoughts, while the subconscious mind is the receiving station of the thoughts of the brain. And the sixth sense we're talking about today falls under the subconscious mind. It is the receiving channel, you know. So after you go through all these lessons, which these principles, you can find it on my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. It's one word, FBI Coach. You can find it there. After you have gone through all these summaries, now consider this principle as the apex of philosophy. This sixth sense, consider it as the apex of philosophy. Napoleon Hill says, he put it this way. He said, is the guardian angel. Is a guardian angel who opens the temple of wisdom, that warns you of impending dangers and notify you of opportunities on time. This sixth sense. When there are dangers, the sixth sense will notify you. Rather, it will warn you. And when there is an opportunity, it will notify you. It's now left for you to take action in the right way. You know, there are three categories of people on earth. We have the creators, the creative mind. We have the visionaries, and we have the knowledge-based. We have the creative-based. Creative-based are those who create things out of nothing. These people, they have been able to develop their sixth sense. And once it speaks to them, they take action. They get their paper and pen, they write, and next thing, they are planning out how they can execute that wonderful and laudable idea. Those are the creative people. Then we have the visionaries, the vision-based. The vision-based are those who they have their to-do list. They are not creators, but if you run ideas of them, they will pick it up and run with it. The vision-based are those who know what they want, why they want it, and they run with it. They achieve goals, they achieve successes, they achieve results in what they have placed their hands on to do. Then we have the knowledge based. Oh, the knowledge based are the category of people who know everything. In fact, before you can tell them about this book, they will analyze the entire book, but they don't take action. That's their problem. The knowledge based don't take action. They procrastinate a lot. As a matter of fact, procrastination is their second name. Now, I used to be a knowledge-based person, but I moved from being a knowledge-based to vision-based by identifying my weakness. First, you must identify your weakness. You must know where your pain point is, because I can't identify it for you. You'll be able to tell yourself the truth. Even if I identify it and you don't want to take action, nothing happens. So I identified my weak point. I identified I was a knowledge-based person. I moved from knowledge-based to vision-based. I joined positive peer groups. I found a mentor who held me by the hand and started working on me. And I didn't go to my mentor with terms and conditions. My mentor tells me, Charles, do this, I do that. Charles, go there, I go there. Charles, don't do this, I don't do this. I don't do that. I beg your pardon. That's how I moved from knowledge-based to vision-based. Then I moved from vision-based to creative-based by finding another higher mentor, by joining a mastermind group, positive peer group, and also doing a soul search. I had to keep working with my sixth sense. I had to keep analyzing myself. At every milestone, I'm asking myself, am I on track? That was how I moved to becoming a creative person. So irrespective of where you are, you can move to a new level. And I'm also striving to be like the Napoleon Hills of this world, the Thomas Edisons of this world. That's where I'm moving to. That's what I'm training myself to become. There is always room for improvement. This morning during our morning devotion, I was talking to my sons about developing their mental capacity. And I was talking to them about the power of the brain, that we have not even used a fraction of our brain, irrespective of all the things you see that is being created, manufactured around the world by men and all that. Recently, a flying car was launched in the US, and I said to them, irrespective of all these magnificent things, we have not used a fraction of our brain. And they were like, wow. So I told them, look, you need to increase your thinking capacity. Think as though the box does not exist. When you see things, question it. Question it. Try to find out, why is this thing like this? Be curious. There's this saying that curiosity kills the cat. Now lie, that's an old fable. Curiosity doesn't kill any cat. It doesn't. Instead, you need to channel your curiosity in the positive light. Now, if your curiosity is in a negative direction, then you might encounter challenges. Okay? So the starting point of all achievements is desire. And the finishing point is that brand of knowledge that leads to understanding of yourself, understanding of others, understanding of the laws of nature, recognition and understanding happiness. That's the way Napoleon Hill put it in the book. Okay? So you must understand all this. Now, in conclusion for today, there are 12 things that constitute real riches, which you must know. As stated in this book, there are 12 things that constitute 12 real riches. Number one is a positive mental attitude. You must have a positive mental attitude. Number two, you must have a sound physical health. Don't joke with your body. Don't joke. See, the vehicle that is driving the mind must be in a sound shape. Number three, harmony in human relations. How do you relate with people? Are you such that when people come your way, when you are not there, people say, oh, thank God this person is not here. Ow, at least we have peace. That shouldn't be your story. That shouldn't be your story. Sometimes you ask your people, you ask your friends, your inner circle, to tell you who you are. Who do they perceive you are? Okay. Number 4, freedom from fear. You must deal with fear at all costs. Number 5, the hope of future of achievement. You must have a hope. You must have, did I say hope? Sorry. You must have this belief that you will achieve what you have set out to do, what you have laid your hands upon to do. Then number 6, the capacity for applied faith. You must learn to apply faith in everything you do. Number 7 is the willingness to share one's blessings with others. Be a blessing wholesale. That's why I tell you that if you have not invited others on this platform to learn with you, then you are not being a blessing wholesale. Number 8, to be engaged in a labor of love. You must learn to share love. You must love your neighbor as you love yourself, which is the greatest of all commandments. Then number 9 is an open mind. You must keep an open mind on all subjects. Be willing to learn. Don't be rigid. Don't be strict in your learning ability. Number 10 is complete self-discipline. You must be able to discipline yourself. You must be able to tell yourself when to delay gratification. Then number 11 is wisdom. Wisdom with which to understand people. You must be able to understand people. You must be able to apply diplomacy in the things you do. Then number 12, financial security. Financial security. You must be able to learn and apply financial security. I believe you got value from what we have shared today. I believe you learned a lot, and you can always watch a replay on my YouTube channel. Until I come your way again, I remain Charles Eze, the Financial and Business Intelligence Coach. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and have a wonderful day. Bye.